Board Game Wire came out with a story that a relatively small YouTuber in the board game community decided to ask for a $7,500 sponsorship to redo some of their videos for a newly launched board game. I'm going to link the article below so you can read the entire thing. I think it's a very good write-up. This supposedly originated on Reddit, but Reddit already does a great job of, cutting down the conversation and then saying like, oh, well, previews are different than reviews. Reddit, of course, doesn't understand the concept of ethics and morals. So the Board Game Wire article actually does a very good job of telling you exactly what happened. This YouTuber did a review, apparently didn't like the game, contacted the board game producer and said, hey, we can do another review, but it's going to cost you. It's going to cost you $7,500 for 5 videos. Guys, this is a channel that gets video views similar to my channel. And they got the balls to do a board game review, split it up into 5 videos, and ask for $7,500, which is a significant portion of money. This would be a surprise, I think, to most people. Most people are like, bringing up very good questions about like what is going on with this. And to me, in my perspective, this is honestly a natural result of what's going on with board games in YouTube and stuff. Let's have a very hypothetical situation that there is a smaller YouTube channel that is getting a lot of views on, so let's say, board game miniature reviews. And a company reaches out to them and says, oh, we're gonna send you product. We're going to help you do stuff. But then they don't. And they decide to send product to another channel that doesn't really do reviews. They do, they just say nice things about the miniatures and put that across as a review or a preview. A preview without any kind of perspective or thoughts from the person putting out the video. That's just like, there's really no reason for a third-party person to do that. Except that is actually valuable to the company. The end result of that, of course, is that the company is going to send out stuff to all these channels that say nice things, and those channels are going to grow because that's a ton of easy content. They don't have to pay for the miniatures. They don't really have to do anything creative. All they really have to do is get the boxes in the mail, show them off, and then be like, okay, cool, we're reviewing people. We're doing previews. And a lot of people might say, well, that's useless. What is the difference between a third-party video talking about like why this product is great and the company actually putting out their own video saying why their product is great? Well, it has to do with trust and building up in an audience. And these companies aren't stupid. They understand that there's people that are putting value into that third party's content. Back to the board game thing. The reply on the review that person... So, obviously, the YouTube channel did not get the $7,500. If they did, that probably would have been business as usual in the YouTube community with board games and stuff. But they didn't get the money, and the company actually put out a response saying, hey, we value people's opinions and stuff, but this didn't really seem right for them to already have a video done and them say they could redo the video if we paid them all this extravagant amount of money. Again, this is a channel that gets views similar to what my channel gets. So this is one of the responses to the review that the person put out, which was the negative review. So if this is your honest opinion about the game, it means that you would have led your viewers into backing a train wreck of a game just for the right amount of money from the publisher. And if this isn't your honest opinion, you try to damage their campaign if they don't pay you the right amount of money. Either way, you lost all trust and credibility. And that's the only currency that matters in the overcrowded content market. Now, considering I came from the video game side of YouTube, where I had great success, by the way. Not everybody knows that, but that's my background. I understand that the board game content creators, it's not as crowded as people would assume, considering what I know about other niches in content creation online. And that's what this comes down to. Is this going to be something that was a one-off thing, some weird creator who got some sort of brain thing in his head where he thought he could actually shake down people for money? No, this is going to become business as normal, because all these companies and corporations, they're getting used to just paying somebody money or giving somebody thousands of dollars of product, and then that person says nice things about their product. That has become the norm. And you can hide behind saying, oh, well, it's previews, not reviews. That's garbage thinking, and it's going to lead to more situations like this, because you put power into the hands of somebody with no morals and no ethics. Then guess what? This is the kind of activity that they're going to do. They're literally going to start shaking down these companies for thousands and thousands of dollars, because this is the inevitable result of that. Now, just doing regular reviews where somebody will actually give their honest opinion about something, that should be a good thing. And, it's difficult for the niche little content creator thing for RPGs and stuff to get the kind of access that they need. That was one of the things that really kind of was the secondary thing that came up during the whole OGL scandal with D&D. A lot of these people understand that there are a select few people that get the access that they need to make content creation easy. And those people are generally just going to say nice things regardless. And it's disgusting, and inevitably it's going to be just negative for everybody. Because all those people that were getting all this great stuff, none of those people stood up for Wizards of the Coast during the OGL thing. And I think given half a chance, I think most of those people would do something similar to this. Now, they're going to put it in a different context. They're not going to say, oh, well, we're shaking you down for $7,500. But in essence, that's what it's going to end up being. Oh, I'm sorry. If you want my credibility behind this, you got to pay me money. And you're in the vast majority of people who are popular right now for D&D content specifically. And are they so much better than this person who traded in something for reviews? I think it's incredibly valuable to have honest opinions who have a degree of separation between the people who make things and themselves. And I think it's a real shame that a lot of these companies don't understand the value that is the value that's generated when you actually give somebody who has a nuanced opinion the chance to give an actual real review of a product. I think real reviews will always generate more interest and lead to selling more product than just getting this person who just says nice things about stuff. Because regardless, people on the internet are contrarian. I personally on this channel have done reviews where I talked a lot about a lot of the negative aspects of something. For a specific example, there was the Kickstarter thing with the... And even though I front-loaded that and said I had a lot of negative opinions on that, I gave both negative and positive opinions. And many people reached out to me, and many people left in the comments that they were still happy with that project, and they were going to go on to support that project. I honestly think that my video, detailing it and giving an actual honest review, resulted in more people potentially buying the product. Now, the people that were upset, the people who didn't want to buy the product, it's not like me pointing out stuff is going to, make them be happier or less. It's not like it's going to make people more frustrated with the project or less frustrated with the materials that they got. Like, their opinions of the miniatures, if they were upset at them, if they were upset at what they got, that's not going to change with my review. But what my review does is maybe lets people who are on the fence understand the full scope of things. And that's going to lead to people who are actually going to be interested in still supporting that company and still buying that product. And I think that's what an honest review does. An honest review is not going to make or break a company. It's always going to be one of the factors is how many eyes are on this product. And I think my review of that had way more views than a lot of these other people that just got the miniatures and just said nice things about them. Do I expect companies to change overnight and to start supporting people who do actual reviews and to reach out with people with credibility? No, because I think a lot of people are stuck in the mindset of we just need people to say nice things about our products. Eventually, though, the people that get very popular about saying nice things about products, the people who excel at making that kind of content, who say, oh, it's previews, not reviews, so I don't have to say negative things about it. I can just talk about how nice the product is because it's a preview. The creators who do that, eventually they're going to fall on this same path of being like, oh, hey, we're the people that people are coming to, so I want more money. If I'm going to just sit here and say nice things, I want money because I deserve it, because I'm providing a service to the company. I'm not a reviewer, I'm a previewer. And previewers get paid, baby. So, yeah, that's anybody who was surprised at this was some, all the dumbasses on Reddit who are like, I can't believe this happened. Does no one have standards anymore? When the companies focus on the easiest path forward, then this is what's going to happen. And I think we've already seen that in D&D quite a bit, and we're going to eventually see it more. So sometimes you really have to understand that ethics and morals are all good. And if you really want to become a trusted source of any kind of review, you have to have both.